welcome to PCube, where we watch and talk about music as classical musicians. Today's song is from Cody, one of our supporters on Buy Me a Coffee, so thank you for your support and for your song suggestion. He requested a couple of Fleetwood Mac songs. We chose Gypsy for this video. I requested a Rhiannon as well, and if you guys don't know, we actually posted that video so long ago. We made a video on that, and it was before we know how to deal with the copyright blockage, so we got blocked and the video is down. We can try to repost that with the video blurred and see if that works. If you guys want us to do that, it's an older video, it's very different. But we can still go ahead and do that, because I remember that was such a fun song to listen to, and then we talked about a lot of different things. So if you guys want us to repost that, let us know in the comments, and we can see if we can just do something to the music video, blur it a little bit, and see if that goes through. But anyway, regardless of that, we are gonna listen to Fleetwood Mac Gypsy today. We've never heard this song, any of us, and we are very, very excited. I think you loved her character in that song a lot and her voice. So I am guessing that's gonna be up your alley a lot. You would love this video as well. I have no idea if it's kind of on the same side or a different side, if it's faster or slower, but we can see together.
Some lace and paper flowers, back to the gypsy that I was, to the gypsy that I
Well, I forgot how unique and beautiful her voice was in I think in female voice singer kind of voices. This kind of style of singing and this color of voice is one of my really favorite voices, and I'm a little sad about how they arranged it, and I think it could have been so much more beautiful with the music, so less repetitive, or so, I don't know. With her voice, it would have been like, I don't know, a masterpiece if the arrangement was somehow a little different. I just want to point out one word that she said. It was in the beginning, I think she was saying velvet, and she did it somehow that it sounded like she finished it and she stopped singing, but actually she was turning the volume so down. She used the crescendo, and then she was singing so with a low volume that almost you didn't hear it, and then she used a very fast crescendo so that she opened her voice again, and it was so beautiful. It was so beautiful.
Yeah,
in just this one word.
Exactly. I love all the ups and downs in her voice. I feel like ups and downs are so general and so superficial to describe, but the little nuances that, as you said, in just one word, that you hear how she kind of decorates that, even if it's just one word. So that's something, I guess, very unique. And let's listen to more of it. I'm sure it's gonna happen a lot more.
and it all comes down to you. Well, you know that it does with lightning strike. Maybe once, maybe twice.
Let's just wait here. Oh my god, I cannot get past the comment you said about the arrangement. All this I was thinking, oh, they could have done that. They could have done that. Because I mean, you just pointed it out and then I couldn't just like not think about it. I think I gotta agree with you in that I usually I don't know. I feel like I usually don't think about, oh, this could have been like different and it would have been better.
Yeah.
But yeah, in this song, I feel like the drum beat was a little too like same, and the volume of the drum was like too dominant for like I don't know. I think it just gave it such a like machine like vibe, even though the song had like the her voice and the lyrics has so much more potential. I feel like I could get past that drum beat like being like that or like that the entire time until she started with this like backing vocal and the texture kind of opening up in the background. I was like, oh my god, turn down the drum here, like, and then she started kind of like having longer phrases. I can just go back and we can start listening to that. I feel like that would be the part that, at least that part, the arrangement could have been a little like less drummy and more melodic based. I think that would have really brought out a whole different character of this song, because then also she started talking about something else. So yeah, I think now I'm gonna try to not to think about that throughout the song, because we still have like 3 more minutes. So I want to think about, listen to this as is and really like appreciate the song as it is, because I mean obviously you can't change that.
Yeah, exactly. It's such a normal music or arrangement for such a special voice and topic and singing style. It's really like just another like old song that it's the same, you know. You have at least I have like 10 other songs with this like this exact same kind of arrangement or something in my mind, but the voice and the topic and nothing about this voice and story like normal or like not special, so that you would have thought that mean. Okay, yeah, let's just use a normal arrangement for it.
Yeah, just one thing, just in the defense of I feel like we're just maybe going too hard, because I think for us, this song is from 1982, and that was the peak of, I guess, using this kind of beats, synthesizers, this like that. And maybe I'm just thinking that was from like, I don't know, more than 40 years ago, almost 50 years ago. So maybe for them, that was very new and creative. I think now we just like listen to so many songs with the same kind of vibe, as you said, that is not special enough for us, and we're looking for more creative ways to express. So I'm just guessing, maybe you guys like can help us here. Maybe like when this song came out, it was like revolutionary based on what it was, because I feel like that's like a typical 80s, like, and I guess like for that time, that was like the peak of creativity. I don't know, I'm just guessing. So just let us know if you are like going too hard at it. But nevertheless, let's just go ahead and listen to that. I'm going to go back to that section that I was talking about. I think it was here. And then we can try to listen.
By the way, the one good, at least positive point about the arrangement, I think it got better at least at the end that we were listening, especially with the backing vocals.
Yeah.
I think it got a little more interesting.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
Faces freedom with a little fear.
Wow, very interesting lyrics, I would say.
Mm,
I thoroughly enjoy, also I thoroughly enjoyed the music video, like especially the last part when she was kind of like wearing a white dress and like
yeah.
floating like in the forest, and then she had those kids running around. But her, I feel like the music video, I like that how they captured like different moments of like nostalgia, basically, like her being like a gypsy at the end, but also in the beginning of it, kind of like thinking about all those other people that she is kind of like returning to or like remembering. So I like the visuals a lot, and I would say I love the music a little better. Like the arrangement and stuff in the last part, I think it got a little more interesting with that. But I just, the one thing that I cannot get past is her voice. It's just so unique, as you said. It's just so special. I love that she has kind of like a I don't know how you say it. It's just like so much fullness in her voice, and it has such a, not warmth. I'm looking for like a good word to describe it. So like I don't know, just unique. Basically, if I remember something else, I'll add it. But at that point, like, I'm short of words to describe how unique her voice is. But yeah, I love that about it.
Yeah, about the story and the lyrics, I have to really agree because I mentioned it so many times that whenever I see an art from a female artist, it's always so different and also so much relatable because the subjects, other than the techniques or the vibe or the whole, style that it has in every kind of art that they create, but the subjects that they are using are also the subjects that is also in my mind, and always like I'm thinking about it, but I don't see like enough or enough artwork or like music that is exactly talks about what I think. And also this subject, I think it was like she was talking about her life before the fame, before she's becoming famous, but actually it's a very relatable subject. It's not just talking about oh, remember before I was famous. So it not only just the famous people can relate to it. It's always happened the moments that you think that you lost yourself and you forgot who you were. Maybe it's I don't know, maybe you're stuck in a job that it doesn't feel like you or your life the way that you're living, or I don't know, you're stuck in a situation, or even you're in a relationship that you just it comes a moment that you're like, I don't feel like myself anymore. And I think it more happens to women, this thing that you're like, I lost myself and I forgot who I was, and I do not at all look like or feel like myself anymore. And especially in and also in the case of being famous or being seen by other people, it also, I think, has more consequences for women because people are like, oh, it's a woman, so I can comment on their body, I can comment on their private life or everything. It's like women become more detailed, criticized, or like, I don't know, they everybody are getting more judged, maybe after they're getting seen, or they are like in that case being famous. So you even will feel yourself more and more far away from what you were and how free you were and how careless you were about what people think, or what I'm doing. You were just doing your thing. So and also it's interesting that you use the word gypsy for it, because one of the features that gypsy people have, aside from the whole pain that they go through, or other kind of lifestyle that they have, but because of their lifestyle, uh, it's really the meaning of being free and careless. Because when you have some stuffs, like you have a home, you have responsibilities or something, they all take away your freedom, and you're like, okay, I have to do this because I have this kind of responsibilities, or I have this house, so this house is become me also, and it takes a little bit of my individuality. Like I how I describe myself is that I'm not me. I am a person that has this and studies this or something like that. You know, it takes away a little and little of you as a just a free soul. But when you have so less thing and you own so less things, it's you become more free, and it's like you have less chains, and so it's you can just be like careless, more careless and more free. So it was also suiting that she
Yeah.
used Gypsy as her last
Yeah,
her
that's true. I
life
feel
before
like
fame.
there's so many changes in like the use of vocabulary, and I had heard that gypsy is a derogatory, like it's like a negative thing right now. So I checked it, and
Oh,
it is true that it's like if you use that word right now, it's actually has more of a negative connotation than positive. So that's
okay.
just also another interesting thing, that like all these like references and words, like they just change by time. So like in 1982, that was like the symbol of like being free spirited, and even though it has like a lot of historical like connections, I mean a lot of people with rich culture, I think at least in English it's word like that. So I just wanted to point that out, that it's just like interesting, and not in a good or bad way necessarily, just like observing that how like words change their meaning and they carry different like connotation throughout the time. But as you said, like I think definitely in this song, it just obviously being from that age, it just basically like symbolizes the free spirited person that is just no attached to anything here and there, and obviously like the traveling nature lifestyle that they have. So that's also like something interesting to observe. So yeah, that was it for this. I feel like we got a good, hopefully the video will go up and stays up. But let us know also if you want us to react to more Fleetwood Mac. We would love to, like we love her voice, and we love to
Yeah.
explore a lot of their songs. I think Stevie Nicks went on her own later on, so they didn't stay as that band for a long time, but we can definitely like explore her individually or with a band, or however you guys like suggest us to do so. But anyway, thank you, Cody, for suggesting this song as well. We hope you guys enjoyed watching us. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. If you want to support us more, there's a Buy Me a Coffee link in the description, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.